Hey guys, I'm Jared, and today we're talking about what's new in board gaming as of December 31st, 2021. I'll be covering the latest news, announcements, most played games, hot new Kickstarters and crowdfunded games, and more related to board gaming for the past 2 weeks. At the end, I'll also be sharing what's going on behind the scenes with my YouTube channel, Meeple Mentor. So stick around, we've got a lot to cover. Leave me a like and comment on what kinds of updates that you want to hear more about. To make sure that you don't miss any of my news updates, new video tutorials, and our podcast episodes, be sure to subscribe on YouTube and your preferred streaming platform. First up, let's look at games funding now on the Kickstarter platform. There's several trading card games on Kickstarter at the moment. Up first is the new TCG called Titan Pantheon of the Gods. It features Greek gods, beasts, champions, and more. Fight together and against each other in epic combat with Greek legends. Defeat your opponent's deity before they defeat yours through utilizing elemental energy to summon characters, cast spells, or artifacts. The Nostalgics TCG has you as the hero in a dream multiverse to reclaim portal counters and return to your proper world. The game blends favorite card game mechanisms from many TCGs and adds new ones to create a unique experience and a new original theme. Additionally, check out Grand Archive Dawn of Ashes, an anime-style TCG with Western game design and extreme collectability. It has easily understood rules text on the cards, interface clarity, low stat numbers, and was developed by a team of anime lovers and card game enthusiasts. You can watch the quick start video on their campaign page to learn more about it. Be quick though, this one ends today. Moving on to a tactical CCG or collectible card game, check out Genesis Battle of Champions Origins. It combines the strategy found in CCGs with gripping tactical action. Genesis adds a 5x6 grid arena and has tactical moves found in games like chess, but done in a CCG way. It's for 2 players, and each game plays in 15 to 30 minutes. The dark fantasy deck building game The Veil has a Season 3 funding on Kickstarter, adding 60 playable characters and 3 campaign books. It's for 1 to 5 players and plays in 45 minutes. The game emphasizes character-driven combat and thematic decks. Easy to learn, but has lots of strategic depth. Find out more on their campaign page. A new playing card game called Fragments, a game of coin, power, and dragons, is funding, which is a fast battle card game of finesse and mind games. It's for 1 to 8 players and features 5 ways to play with 1 deck. It's a recreation of the fast-paced Korean poker playing card deck called Hoatu, also known as Battle of Flowers. The artwork looks very cool. For something different, how about a family weight card game that's easy to learn, fast to play, and offers 13 game modes for competitive, team, player elimination, cooperative, and solo modes. It's called Master Sweets and will be a Kickstarter exclusive game. Take the role of one of the 16 confectioners competing to present the best delights. Collect ingredients to fulfill the recipes. Also family weight, check out Catapult Feud Hydra. Build up your castle, set up your troops, load your catapults, and use tactics to conquer the floor. It's a 2-player game for ages 7 and up that plays in 30 to 45 minutes. Use miniature working catapults to launch rubber boulders at your opponent's castle. Definitely check this out as it has a lot of table presence and interesting components. There's a Japanese-developed sandwich shop game called Ham Sandwich Shop. The shop is run by a hamster chef, and players are apprentices working with him to complete sandwiches. It's for 2 to 3 players and plays in 30 minutes. It uses tiles for collecting and stacking your sandwiches. It will be a Kickstarter release only. A new set collection game for 2 to 4 players is on Kickstarter now called Prognosis Death. Collect symptoms to diagnose a patient, but beware of your rivals trying to take credit for curing them first. Each action has consequences, and time is a factor. It's a small box game that has interesting decisions, strategic gameplay, push your luck, and even the option to play a villain. In industry news, the GAMA has opened up nominations for their Power Retail Awards. The awards honor categories like Outstanding Contribution to Games, Innovation in Games, Store Design, and of course, Retailer of the Year. The nominations will be announced in March. The video game company Embracer Group just acquired Dark Horse Media, publisher and entertainment company. This comes only days after Embracer purchased the Asmodee Group for over $3 billion. Dark Horse owns or controls more than 300 IPs and had even announced their own gaming and digital division earlier this year. Also in Asmodee news, price increases were announced for a variety of games across all their channels, starting February 21st. This is the second major price increase in just 6 months. The increases will vary by title, but span studios such as Catan, FFG, Lookout Games, Z-Man Games, and Days of Wonder. Maybe use your Christmas bonuses on some of their popular titles before the price increase. Asmodee sales this year are expected to reach $1.27 billion, representing a huge year for board games. A new wholesale web store for the US, Canadian, and Mexican retailers just opened up thanks to Modifius Entertainment. The store will sell direct to retail at 50% MSRP, being fulfilled by Funnigan's Indiana warehouse. Come On Asia just signed a deal with Publisher Services Inc. to expand its distribution of titles from publishers in Asia and the Middle East. This is good for board gamers in these regions as the distribution infrastructure strengthens with coordinated marketing efforts, simultaneous release dates, and overall expanded reach. Some of the publishers getting the benefit from this are Betsier Games, Red Raven Games, Roxley Games, Steve Jackson Games, and more. Magic the Gathering will be getting a special promotion through a new collab with the singer Post Malone. Malone is apparently a huge fan of the card game and the Friday Night Magic events each week across the world. Post Malone will be promoting the return of Friday Night Magic as the pandemic winds back down. Today, there's not a whole lot of new game announcements to talk about, but there are some. The two-player card game Hanamakoji is getting a reprint from Asmodee USA. It's coming January 21st and is about taking a stroll down the geisha street in the old capital of Hanamakoji. Earn favors of 7 geisha masters by gaining their performance items. Outwit your opponent and score points strategically in this 15-minute classic card game. Also coming from Asmodee is a new love letter edition based on Star Wars. It's called Star Wars Jabba's Palace, a love letter game. It's a spin-off of the social deduction game from Z-Man Games. Take turns drawing and playing cards to advance your cause and outwit other players. You'll find a variety of characters from Return of the Jedi. It will retail for $14.99 when it comes out on February 11th. Star Trek Super Skill Pinball is coming from WizKids on February 5th and is a roll and write game set around classic Star Trek characters. The Starfleet Academy is the basic table for training, and players must beat the Kobayashi Maru scenario. It's for 1 to 4 players and plays in 45 minutes, expected to retail for $24.99. Another new roll and write game is coming in April from WizKids called Bargain Basement Bathysphere. It's a 1-player campaign where you will explore the ocean deep in a bathysphere. There's more than 20 scenarios that use a section of one of the 3 maps. Accomplish objectives and return to the surface. Plays in about 15 minutes and will retail for $24.99. From Egert Spiel Games, you may remember their Eurogame Coimbra, an influence game set in Portugal during the Age of Discovery. Asmodee will be reprinting and re-releasing the game again for retail distribution. It's coming back January 21st and will retail for $69.99. If you've been looking for a copy, now you don't have to wait much longer. Looking at the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel, I released a tutorial last week for the new escape room puzzle game, The Goonies Escape with One-Eyed Willie's Rich Stuff. It's from The Op and is one of their Coded Chronicles games similar to The Shining Escape from the Overlook Hotel. It's a lot of fun, and I recommend it for those who like puzzle-solving games. The tutorial is thorough, but I kept spoilers to a minimum. Jay's latest takeaways recommendation video came out, which was on a holiday-themed game, Gingerbread House. It looks really interesting and one I want to try soon. He and I really have a long list of games to play together. Speaking of him and I playing games, our latest podcast episode of Mentor Minutes came out this week, and we discussed our top 10 licensed board games. As usual, there's a number of games we each suggested the other hasn't played yet. Only 1 or 2 crossovers, if you can believe it. I really liked making this list. I came up with over 20 possibilities. Next week, I'm releasing a tutorial for the video game adaptation of Cuphead. It's called Cuphead Fast Rolling Dice Game and is a very fast-paced game where an attack round of rolling happens in 10, 15, or 20-second bouts. Stay subscribed to the YouTube channel to watch the tutorial. I received a couple prototypes of upcoming Kickstarter games recently, and we'll be carving out time soon to play them and put together a preview video for them. They are Overbattle, The All War, Rogue Angels, Legacy of the Burning Suns, and Citrus. Jay and I had a chance to talk with the designer of Citrus, Sean Lee, and after we play the game, we'll circle back and chat some more. That interview will be a future podcast episode. On January 22nd, I'll be promoting and participating in a mega game in Charlotte. If you're interested in participating in this, head to the Luck Factory Games Cafe in Concord for more details. I'll be putting together an announcement video about it soon, so you can stay tuned for that. To participate, you'll need a team of 4 and register with them for the event. I don't want to spoil too much here, so hang tight for more details. Thanks for tuning in to today's news update. I appreciate your support, and remember, teach when you can, but always be learning. See you next time.